Okay, so listen. So in the module 1, we started with emergency of cat tooth. What is the popularity of Verilog SDL and important features of SDL we have studied. So after learning that, so we have studied about the two design methodologies. One is top down, another is bottom up design methodology. With suitable example, we have taken 4-bit triple carry counter as an example. We have designed on 4-bit triple carry design blocks as well as the stimulus block for that. And during the stimulus, we have generated the output waveform as well as the text type output. So text type output, how we obtain this by using a system class called $monitor. So using $monitor as well as $display, so we can able to display the output in text type. Display the output in text type we have done. So after learning that, since many of them features in the program you are not aware of. So like, what do you mean by vector notation? So what do you mean by register? Why? And what is system task like $display, $time? So many useful features in the Verilog you are not aware of. So we have just written describe the hardware of ripple carry counter using the design block and have obtained. So with respect to design block, we have shown the hardware of 4-bit ripple carry counter, how to model using top-down design methodology. So now in this second module, you are going to learn the basic concepts of Verilog, syntax, everything. So what are the important features or what are the important language constructs which are present in a Verilog? You are going to learn that one. So what are different data type? So in this you can note down. So these are the, in this module you are going to learn about the lexical convention for the operators. So in Verilog, how many operators it is being supported? So it is going to support 3 operators. So one is unary operator, binary operator as well as ternary operator. So what do you mean by operator? And already you are aware the operation which has been done, so in the lab and all. So assign y is equal to a and b. So where ampersand represent an operator that is of 2-bit operator. So where it requires 2 operand are required and followed by 1 operator and is required. Correct? So a ampersand b. So this is an operator. Chaitanya, okay. So these are nothing but an operator. And also we have seen, so in this we're going to learn about the different types of operators present and how we are going to represent the comments. So comments, whether it is a single line comment or a multi-line comments, so that is being supported, because when you give a program to anyone, so they will be not knowing exactly what for which program you have written and what is the functionality of that program, that will be not known to anyone. So if you write specific line, what is the operation of that one, then it will be helpful for others to understand and debug the program. You have a C program, so you will be familiar when as a beginner, if he doesn't know what is the operation or what is the logic behind that. So if you write a logic in terms of comments, if you write, then everyone will come to know. So that is how you are going to make use of comments in any programming language. So here also you are going to use the comments. Liket mobile kit bisaakbidini ಹೊರಗಡೆ. And what is the functionality of the white space and how the number can be specified. So in Verilog, different number specification has been given. So it will be considered into two types, broadly classified into two types. One is size number and another one is unsized number. So size number will be having specific format, whether it is an hexadecimal format, octal format, a binary format or a decimal format. So format will be specified and then how many number of bits will be specified. So it is called as size. Unsized will be simply specify the number. If the number simply specifies, then the Verilog simulator will be taking the default Verilog's what is the maximum value. So if it is a 32-bit Verilog simulator, it is going to take 32-bit value. If it is a 64-bit simulator, it is going to by default, it is going to take that number as a 64-bit value. If you don't specify any in terms of size format, then it is going to consider as an unsized format. And how you are going to represent the strings. Strings are also very important things. So in the program, when you want to display or when you want to monitor any values of and all, so we are going to specify in terms of string. So that is also how you are going to specify that strings in Verilog. And what do you mean by identifiers? So identifiers are a special case of keywords where in which you are going to give any name for any object, we are going to give it as an identifier. So register. So you can see register, we are going to call while we are going to call. For this register, if I am going to specify a variable value, so value will be associated as a register. So register is a keyword, whereas value is a identifier. So value will be specified depending upon the simulation program. So after that, we are going to study about the different logic sets that are supported. So in any digital system design, you have come across. So how many logic values you have studied? Logic values. 4. What are those? Huh? Whether it is right or wrong, you should open your mouth and you should answer. Logic values 0, 1, X, Z. So these are the 4 values we have seen already output. So what is Z? In the simulation. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಬಂದಿದ್ರು, ಅವರು ಚೈತನ್ಯ ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದ್ರು. ಪಾಪ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಪಾಪ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ. 3rd ಸೆಮ್ ಅವರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅವರೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅದು. Okay, next. So what are the different logic sets and data types? What do you mean by data types? In C, what are the data types you have come across? Integer, float, double, character, string. Okay. So like that only here we will be having net, registers, vectors, numbers, arrays definition, parameters anta ide. To define any constant we were using parameters, and memories for storage and strings. So these are all the different types of data types which are being supported by Verilog, and some of the useful system tasks we are going to learn. So system task, always I have told, so it is going to start with dollar. So whenever any keyword starts with dollar, so it is nothing but a task which is being assigned for the system. System means Verilog simulator assigning a task, dollar time, dollar monitor, dollar display, dollar finish. In of the stimulus program, we have come across dollar time, right? Dollar monitor we have come across, and dollar finish at the end of the stimulus program we have used the keyword dollar finish. So whenever these things and all it is being called, it is being done. That is the task that is going to be carried out by the simulator, Verilog simulator. So dollar time means, so at the current simulation time will be displayed whenever it is being called. Dollar monitor means, so whatever the within the parenthesis has been given, so those variables it is going to be monitored, and whenever there occurs any change that will be displayed. So dollar display is like a printf statement. So printf, so that is nothing but output statement. The same way display is nothing but displaying on the output side. And dollar finish is for terminating a simulation. So how we are going to terminate in C language? You have to tell. How you are going to terminate a program in a C? Otherwise, it will go to infinite loop, right? You have to come across that one. Tomorrow you should tell. End anta idea? Illa. Stop anta idea? Stop anta ide. Stop and wait. Ilva? Wait. Okay, so if it is not there, you come tomorrow. So you learn. So how to terminate in a C language. So how to terminate a program. So within main and within the flower bracket only their program. So if it enters into an infinite loop, so how you want to terminate? How will come across from the simulation? So that you have to tell me by tomorrow. So useful tasks such as displaying operation, monitoring, stopping and finishing a simulation. So these are the stimulus block program we have seen. And learn the basic compiler directives. So compiler directives in C. Hash include math.h, hash include stdio.h, ಆಮೇಲೆ hash include ಬಿಟ್ಟು suppose whatever the other files, header files which you are going to use, some users files for how you are going to use. This is standard files, okay. Hash include, so this include is nothing but standard files in your current program you are going to include. Suppose a user, suppose you have written one program, so if you want to use in your current program means how you are going to use. Suppose one parity program ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So if I am going to use for 32-bit parity, I will be using one parity as a main and I will be using. That also you should tell. In C, I'll ask tomorrow how to terminate a program, whether any terminating condition or termination statement if it is there, you have to tell. Another thing is how to use a user library function in your current program. So that how you are going to use. So that also you should tell. In program only, another program which you have written, how you are going to access that in your current program. So for that, how you are going to call the previous program in your program. So that is user program, user library function, how you are going to call. That you have to tell. Two things you have to tell in C, how you are going to do. So these are the things that you are going to learn in this. So basic lexical convention. So whenever you see a terminal Verilog module program, you can see between the module and end module there will be nothing will be there, right? So between the module and end module, so empty space that has been given, or whenever there is a semicolon, if you are not putting any semicolon, or if you put semicolon, so the very next line till from this line to this line, empty white space will be there. So empty space or white space, if this occurs in your current execution of a simulator, so whenever your simulator executes this and if it come across white space, so it will be treating it as a next line or it will be treated for the next line. So blank space, there are four type of spaces that is available. One is blank, tab, new line, and these are the three different types. So white blank space means \b. In C also it is there. /n means new line it will go. /p means 4 to 6 spaces it will leave and it will come. So tab means what? One tab is equal to 4 spaces. Correct? One tab is equal to how many spaces? 4 spaces. Whether it is correct or wrong, you have to tell now. This also you should tell. /t means \t means it is a tab. It is going to create space, empty space, and it will leave some certain space character and it will go to the after 4 or 6 characters. Leave is the space. So these spaces, whenever a Verilog program in the simulator, if it encounters, so it will be treated as a blank space and it will be treated as a white space. So comments. So whenever we need a program to write anything apart from the Verilog syntax line, for that, so we are going to use a comments. So double backslash is nothing but a one line, single line comment. So if I want to write in a one single line comment, so you are going to use double slash, double backslash. So if it is a multi-line statement, so /* and you can write for n number of lines, so it will be treated as a multi-line comment. So these are all the things that you should know when you are going to write any program or comment. So if you want to write a comment, /* multi-line comment, single line comment. Operators. So whenever you are going to model the describe the hardware in digital, that is a data flow modeling, so you will come across this type of operators. In gate level modeling or in the behavior level modeling or in switch level modeling, so you will be getting the basic logic gates in the gate level, and in the switch level you will be dealing with the transistors NMOS or PMOS to describe the hardware. In behavior level you will be using always block, initial block you will be using. But when you are using in the data flow modeling, so you require certain operators to perform the operation to describe the hardware. So A XOR B XOR C. So that is a sum expression if I want to use. So I am going to use the operator XOR. A XOR B XOR C. So y is equal to, as I y is equal to A XOR B XOR C. So this indicates that the describe of the hardware in the data flow modeling requires operand as well as operator. So XOR is an operator, whereas A, B and C are nothing but operands. So Verilog will be supporting three different types of operators. So first one is unary operator, binary operator, ternary operator. The name, from the name itself you can understand. So operators, unary means what? Only one operator is sufficient. So that is unary operator. So binary operand means, so you will be requiring two operands, and ternary means three operand. So you can see the example for unary, binary and ternary. So unary operator A is equal to negation of B. So where B is an operand, inverter symbol, tilde symbol is nothing but an operator. So Y is equal to A bar, correct? So that is unary operator. So wherein which you will be having tilde of A. So this is nothing but inverter. XOR A, ampersand A. Suppose only one operand is there, then we are going to use an operator, then it is called as unary operator. So now coming for the second binary operator, so you can see this and all the binary operator. So A XOR B, so A and B are nothing but my two operands, then A XOR B will be performing operand operator XOR will be using for the performing. So this will be, so A XOR B XOR C it is going to perform. So it is binary operator. So here you can see A equals B double ampersand C. So in this logic expression, we are going to use the binary operator. So binary means ಎರಡು operator ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. So here you can see two operand is there. B and C are two operands. For this I am going to use an double ampersand. So double ampersand is nothing but logical AND. B logical AND with C. So it is going to perform AND logical AND with C, and it is a binary operator. B and C are the operands. A is the output which will get the value as 1 or 0. So because it is a logical operator, it will result in only two value, either true or false. If A double equals to 1, so it will execute this statement. If A is not equal to 1, it will execute else statement. So this indicates what? If A value is logically 1, then it will execute. So this is what the operator. So A double equals to 1. So the same way I can use B double ampersand C in the condition statement, and I can evaluate the value of A. So two operands are required, one operator. And in the third, can you able to tell ternary operator? A equals to B, C is to D. How many operands are there? What are those operands? B, C, D. Huh? B, C and D. So this is very important. If the value of A will be equal to B, if C is true, or A value will be equal to D. Ternary operator B, C, B, C and D. Okay, so now you tell me. So these are the statement output you have to tell. So program has been written. Now apply line and you tell the output. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಉದ್ದಾರ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಮಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ so hey, you have to tell the output. So module tells you this is a seamless program or design block. Isn't it? Last, whether it is a design block or seamless block. Seamless. Next is the explain the important one. What is seamless is the condition development, design of the condition development. Seamless to the next. Basic thing whether I am having any terminals there, terminals is there? No. So terminals is not there. Any design block will be having a terminals. This is like ಯಾವುದೇ design block ಬಂದಾಗ I have defined terminals or not. Either terminals ಇದೆಯಾ? Module text 2 only semicolon ಇದೆ. So it is not having any 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಎಬ್ಸಿದೀನಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ what is the value of answer 1 test 1 w underscore test 1 silent में trace ಇದೆ hey ಅಕ್ಷರ ಮೇಡಂ ನಾನು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ 5 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ first three of statement is there register means what memory storage element r check is equal to 1 bit with 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ r check value ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು 1 while is an output so it will be continuously on the while net so w test 1 is equal to 1 ಅಂತ so w test 1 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ I have not defined Okay, while I have defined, but I have not assigned any value. Next is data flow program has been written. Assign W test 1 is equal to R check, question mark is there and colon is there. A question mark को इल भर देंगे, a colon को इल भर देंगे. So this indicates what? Ternary operator ಅಂತ. So now our program is what you ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Initial begin. Data program simulation ಆಯ್ತು. #1 means what? 1 second delay ಆಯ್ತು. Next dollar display. Output is in output colon percentage yes corresponds to string number. So now R underscore check comma high there and then potato there. So what is the output you will be getting? R check. I thought so before that I will tell again. A value will be assigned as B if C is a true statement. A value will be assigned as C expression. If D is false, then it is going to execute this one. Andre, it is a controlling statement. It will check whether it is true. This is true statement or false statement. If it is a true statement, it will get execute. A is equal to B. If it is a false statement, it will be executing this statement. D. True agidre ಈ statement execute ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. False ಆದರೆ ಈ statement execute ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So depending upon checking this condition, whether A is equal to B ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇವಾಗ. That means it is checking for the condition. If A is equal to B true ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ C expression will get executed. If A is not equal to B, B will execute. Now, our assign statement. Hey, assign statement ಅಲ್ಲಿ what is the output you will be getting? Tell me. So assign statement ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Output R check ಎಷ್ಟು? What is the value of R check? 1 not is true ಅಂತ. So what is the execution of the statement? If it is false, so W test 1 this time value होगा. R check is W test is 1. Hi, Kadira.